All right, man. What's the deal? This your man King Eric, the media assassin, coming at y'all for another video. So apparently, in the latest that's going on in this Sean Diddy Combs situation, he was denied bail after pleading not guilty to sex trafficking charges. Said on YouTube on USA Today. Federal authorities are charging Sean Diddy Combs with racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution, according to an unsealed indictment against him by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York Tuesday. The details of Combs' arrest indictment have been revealed after the music mogul, who was subject of a sex trafficking investigation and a pair of federal raids, was arrested in New York City on Monday. The producer was taken into custody based off the sealed indictment, U.S. Attorney Damon Williams announced on social media, noting prosecutors will have more to say after the indictment was made public Tuesday morning. Said according to the 14-page indictment filed in federal court in September 12th, Combs turned his multi-faced business empire into a criminal enterprise in which he and his associates engaged in kidnapping, arson, and physical violence, sex trafficking, and forced labor, amongst other crimes. Multiple AR-15 guns, large capacity magazines, evidence of the crimes in the indictment, and over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant were discovered during the raids, said Williams in press conference Tuesday. It said here, Diddy denied bail after pleading not guilty. Standing before U.S. magistrate Judge Robin Tedeschi Tuesday afternoon, Combs pleaded not guilty to the 3 charges against him. Following Combs' arraignment hearing, the judge denied the rapper bail and ruled he must remain in custody as he awaits trial. In court, Williams referred to his letter his office sent to Tarnowski on Tuesday, in which he asked her to consider detaining Combs because if released, he remains a serious risk of flight, despite the conditions offered by his counsel, and is a significant risk of obstructing justice. So he's basically denied bail. He basically got to sit in there. Kind of like, it don't care if it's 2 years, it could be 5 years, it could be 1 year, it could be 1 month. Either way, he ain't going nowhere. And thinking about this is not really a laughing matter. I know people don't like Puff. A lot of people have their jokes about him, but this is not a laughing matter. Matter of fact, it's pretty sad. Pretty sad in many ways. Number one being, this guy had the potential, he had the power, he had the resources, he had the charisma to really make a change and really doing the right way with people. God gave him a chance. He gave him a chance twice. You had 1997 when you was the target and instead Big was the sacrifice. That was number one. Number two, the shootout in 1999 involving J-Lo and Shine. You got off of that. That's number two. And he just kept on thinking he could just do what he wanted to do. He never changed. He never repented. He never even considered the changes where he kept on running his enterprise the same way that he wanted. But now, should he be punished for this? Absolutely. If he did the crime, he'd do the time. But what I don't like is how this became such a laughing matter. Because just like I said, I remember watching a documentary the other day. It was about I think it was the Source Awards. And you seen Suge Knight and Diddy at their height. They were friends at that time. And I was like, damn, this is 1995. 1995, I believe. These guys were best friends. These guys was making money. Young black entrepreneurs changing the landscape of rap music. Only for 30 years later, both these motherfuckers are in jail for bullshit? Like, are you serious right now? This is $1 billion between these two men. Locked up. And a lot of people have their theories about what's going on with this. My theory is this. You could check out the interview that we did with Doug Young. Puffy went up there. This is why he got fired at Uptown. Where he went up there talking to those people crazy. 9 times out of 10, let me tell you guys, if you going in these offices and you talking to these execs a sort of way, especially when it comes to big money, they're going to come for your head. And we've seen this time and time again. We've seen this with Dame Dash. We've seen how it happened with Irv Gotti. We've seen how they done with 50 Cent. We've seen how they did Suge Knight. You start really barking those orders and you start really talking a real power trip, they're going to humble you. They're going to find ways to humble you. And Kanye West, he went off on the small hats and they literally, Thanos snapped his whole fortune within a week. So with this situation with Diddy, they figured, look, as long as you making us money, we don't care what you do. Now my thing is this. The same people that cut Puffy those checks, the same people that enabled him, they should be investigated as well. I'm talking all of them. I'm talking Jimmy Iovine. I'm talking Leo Colin. I'm talking about Doug Morris, Lucien Grange. All these people that made billions, millions and billions off the backs of Bad Boy Records. And they most likely knew what was going on with this. Clive Davis, all of them. They knew exactly what was going on. But long as the money train kept going, they going to turn the blind eye. All this stuff happened under their watch because at the end of the day, you need distributors. They're not responsible, but they enable the behavior just as long as he kept on making money. Soon as their bottom line was affected, they want to throw him under the bus. You're going to see a whole lot of phoniness involved with this trial here and with this situation because a lot of these same people, a lot of y'all were partying with this man. A lot of y'all wanted to sneak in those parties. A lot of y'all wanted to get next to him. All of a sudden got a different script. Y'all all of a sudden got a different tone. Y'all all of a sudden act like you ain't want to be around them. Everybody got a story. But y'all would literally cut off your arm and leg to go do a Diddy party. A lot of y'all chicks will literally leave y'all sick grandmother in the hospital bed to party with Puff. But now all of a sudden, everybody got a story now. I'm not buying that at all. That's phony. Stand with him then. Just like I remember when Pimp C said this. He said, if you BMF when you partying and doing all that, you need to be BMF in the hard times. Now, granted, he's wrong about a lot of this. And that situation with Cassie, it killed any form of public perception because he's guilty by public perception. He's not going to win that at all. His only bet is he wins the trial. But public perception, he's guilty. In the court of public opinion, you're guilty regardless. So if any other evidence come, we need to just wait it out, play it out, and see where it goes. But one thing's for sure, a lot of y'all laughing at this man. Y'all better be careful too, especially you, 50 Cent, because we want to know this. Why did you decide to no longer sue your baby mama about that rape accusation? What's going on with that? Notice nobody really asking that question. So notice how you ain't really respond to Jaguar Wright when she's saying stuff, even though Jaguar's a nutcase. She been saying a lot of wild stuff about you, but you got enough energy for Hurricane Chris and Designer. You know what's going on. But nobody gonna press 50 because see right now 50 makes money for a lot of these people. And on top of that, 50 seems to be a most likable guy when it comes to dealing with Puffy. But, and a big but, he's not doing it because he cares about black women. He's not doing it for a righteous way. He's not doing this because it's the right thing to do. He's doing it because Brother Love pimped his baby mama. And it's an ego thing with him, and that hurt his heart. Imagine every time you looking at your exotic piece and knowing that Diddy done pimped her out. knowing you got to look at your son every day, that kills a guy like 50. So he's going to do whatever it takes to really put footprints in his neck. But he's not doing this out of women's rights and none of that stuff. He's doing it for a personal vendetta. Like, Puffy violated him, he feels. So now he's taking this whole Voltron against him. That's what that's all about. But you need to be careful, man, because you can point one finger at one person, about 5 is pointed back at you. So that's my thoughts about this, man. So let me know what you guys think, man. Subscribe, hit the like button, please.